Hello everybody, Max here with Smart People Finance, the YouTube channel where I'm going to show you how smart people earn their money and invest it to increase their wealth slowly but steadily. In this channel, as usual, you won't find loads of useless things, but I will go direct to the point and share with you what, in my opinion, are the best ways to create your wealth day by day. In this video, I'm gonna show you 7 personal finance tips that you really need to know and implement if you wanna get rich as soon as possible. Be sure to watch the video till the end, because only knowing all the 7 points that I'm gonna show you, you can reach your goal as fast as possible. Along the video, I'll be showing you some tips and tricks that you won't probably find on other channels that will boost your journey to financial freedom. So, without further ado, let's jump into it, but first please smash that like button and hit the bell so not to lose any future videos from me and be always up to date. This is so crucial for the YouTube algorithm, so don't forget to do it. This will help me grow the channel and help more people like you. But now let's go into it. Here we are, this is my website, smartpeoplefinance.com. This is my latest post that I just created, 7 personal finance tips to get rich. And what we have here, a fantastic Lamborghini, just to show off what is possible if you really implement the points that I'm gonna show you in this post in your life. Let's start saying that everyone wants a richer life. I think that everyone would like to be rich and enjoy everything is possible on earth. We like to have enough money to retire early and then do only the things that we really love to do. But to reach this goal, what you need to understand is that you have to move your mind from I would to I want and start doing what it's really necessary to do to get to the point where you can say I am rich, I can enjoy the life and I can do whatever I want. So in this particular post, I want to share with you these 7 tips that you must implement in your life if you want to become wealthy. But before going deep into this point, I need to agree with you on the meaning of personal finance. Because we have different, let's say, interpretation of personal finance. So I want to agree with you. What is personal finance? Well, we can say that personal finance is all the financial management that a person or a family in general performs to budget, to spend, save and invest their money, taking into account all the possible risks and the future scenarios that they can meet in their life. It also refers, generally speaking, to banking, mortgage, insurance and retirement planning. So, as you can see, it's of utmost importance, and doing it correctly can make the difference in being financially free or debt slave. And I'm sure you want to be the second. You want to be the financial free person. So, even if you went to school or even in a college, you probably didn't get the practical skills that are necessary to become financially free. Because I'm sure you were told, as I was, that you must get an education, get a good job, and at that point you will be done. But it's not that simple, believe me, because I was in your shoes. So we have so many examples of people who earn a lot of money, but then they end up deep in debt. And why? Why this is happening continuously? This is happening because it's not just about earning money, but more how you use it. And at this point, that's why budgeting is extremely important. So in this point, I want to tell you these 7 personal finance tips that will help you reach your financial goals. Let's start with the number 1, side hustle. Side hustle is extremely important. Reaching your financial goals, it's not only saving money and living a frugal life. I don't like such an approach because I firmly believe that life must be lived at the best possible. I know there are people that say just saving, but then you are just living a life frugal and you're not enjoying the life nowadays. So for me, what's more important is balance. don't just save money doing nothing now, but you also don't have only to live day by day saving nothing. You need balance. A better way is to increase your income. What I mean with this is that, okay, you can save money day by day, but a better way is to increase your income. Just go and find an additional income, or even 2 or 3. There is no limits to this. Because if you have an additional income and you keep your expenses at the same level, now you have more money that you can invest. And then that money can give you an additional interest, so a passive income. So you will see that as you start becoming richer, you're going to have multiple streams of income, because this is the normal way, this is the normal path, and it's the only way the rich become richer. Now the question is how to create new income. Well guys, nowadays there are infinite ways. I like to use, for example, the internet, as in my opinion it's the most effective way to leverage your skills. But you can also find a part-time job or offer to do something during your spare time in exchange for money. Really open your mind and look for opportunities. Another example, just to show you what I'm doing, is most of my passive incomes are from dividend, or for example from my options trading, where I generate an additional monthly income, and I can say this is the most part of my income. But you can also consider that I can earn money from this blog that you are looking at. I'm from selling the courses. I have other businesses like selling t-shirts and print on demand. So you see, there are a lot of ways that you can start to generate another 1 or 2 or 3 income. That's very important. Again, open your mind and look out for opportunities. Let's see now the number 2. Start saving first. So as I said before, okay, the better way is to generate other income, but then what is very important is saving money. That's extremely important. Because once you start earning some money, you must save at least, I would say, from 20 to 40% of it and set it aside in a saving account ready to be used for something good. What I mean with this point is that you must have some money set aside to use it when you find a good opportunity. For example, I personally use my savings to generate extra income with options trading. So I can teach you, and actually I have created a complete course on it to teach you exactly what I do to generate an extra 2 or 4% per month from my savings. And I can teach you, you can have a look at my course. But if you don't have money, you cannot use this powerful tool that I can give you. So you need to save money, create a minimum amount, and then start using good tools like trading options, like I can teach you, to generate an extra income. So if we want to have more information about this course, just go to my Smart People Finance website, click on this link here, and you will have all the information that you need. But let's go and keep going with this point. The more you save, the more you can earn from it. That's the final point on this. How can you do that? Well, what I can say is just start saving first, and then with the money left, adapt to your lifestyle. Somebody calls this pay yourself first, and it's extremely important, because I know that most of people, as they have their salary, if they have their income, from that point they don't have any idea of what expenses they have, and they start buying a new pair of shoes, buying new dresses, and so on. And then what happens is that at the end of the month you're left with zero. You don't save any money, okay? And this is not possible. Start saving first, pay yourself first, and then with the money left you can enjoy your life and pay the bills, pay all the expenses, and also enjoy with eating out or buy stuff that you like. This is extremely important, as this money is going to be your future best asset. Start creating it as soon as possible. Few examples of what you can do to save some money is, for example, start drinking less coffee or eating out a bit less. You have no idea how much money you can find at the end of the month just only reducing your morning coffee or that one coffee that you are taking all days. But these are just examples. Well, I'm not saying that you have to live frugally, but just be careful and aware of it, because balance is all. Now let's talk about point number 3, create an emergency fund. What is an emergency fund? Well, it can be your saver. And look at what's just happened in the world with this COVID pandemic. A lot of people have lost their jobs. They have no money to pay their bills. Unfortunately, even if you try to foresee everything in your life, you can never know what is going to happen. But you can try to do your best, and saving money to face these unpredictable events is crucial, is extremely important. So start creating your emergency fund right now, immediately, and plan to save from 6 to 12 of your monthly expenses. I would say now stay on the 12, because we are in these difficult times nowadays that really you cannot even imagine what can happen in the next years. So having 12 months of your expenses already set aside, they can give you enough time to survive and prepare for something else to face this problem. Okay, that's extremely important. Let's see now the point number 4. Start budgeting. Budgeting can make your life easier. It helps you understand where your money goes, because as I told you before, there are people that have no idea where their money is going, because, for example, they just take their income and start spending and spending and spending, and I said before, at the end of the month you remain with zero, no savings, and that's not good. So to help you track your income, your expenses, use a budget, because it helps you identify your needs and wants. So I'm not saying that you have to catalog every penny that you spend, but you must know what your bills are, how much you spend on your mobile or your rent or your clothes. You must know where your money is going. And then you can decide how much money you want to save every month and see if you are on track or not. And if you are not, you can modify and act to be back on track. And to help you doing this, there are nowadays a lot of apps or spreadsheets that can help you with budgeting. So have a look around, choose your favorite, not too complicated, and go for it. I'm going also to prepare what I use for myself, and in the next post I'm gonna share with you if you like or not. Then it's up to you to choose it, or as I said before, you can go on the internet, it's full of this kind of budgeting spreads. Now let's see the point number 5. Use the power of compound interest. And guys, the compound interest is the way to get rich. Compound interest is your best friend. Basically, what it is, it's the addition of interest to your principal sum of money. It's the result of reinvesting money rather than paying it out. So its interest in the next period is earned on the principal sum plus previously accumulated interest. It's basically interest on interest. So this way you are exponentially growing your money. And to have the best out from compound interest, you have to start as soon as possible, because more time you have, the better it is. Even a small amount of money that you can put at a 10% interest, that small amount of money can become millions in years. So the sooner you start investing, the better it is. For example, a young person in its 20s or 30s, You can start investing a real small amount of money every month, and you can find yourself with with millions. Actually, just in 15 years, also 10 years. It all depends then on the interest you can generate from that money. And then you have to learn some skills to give you constant results from investing your money. As I said before, one example is my course on the selling option course. You have to learn how to invest correctly your money. For example, I make my calculation on an average of 20% per year, as this is the minimum average that I can do when I invest selling options. Just to give you an idea, click on this link. It will lead you to a calculator. You can play with it and see changing how much money you put aside, at what interest rate, and how much time you have in front of you. You can see how the maths is playing and see amazing results. The sooner you start, the better it is. Point number 6 is something that many people never take into consideration, but it's using insurances. Because guys, bad things can happen in life. So you have to insure your assets and yourself if you're responsible for other people's lives. Because a bad event can be catastrophic for your finances. So you must be prepared, and you need to evaluate your real needs. Because it's better to pay a yearly amount for a life insurance than leave your spouse, for example, or even with the children without incomes, with mortgage and bills to pay. This is terrible. You cannot allow this to happen. So if you're responsible for other people, just insure yourself. And also if you have a house with a mortgage on it, insure your asset, insure your house, because if something happened to your house, you can lose your house, but you can then have also to complete to pay your mortgages. That's terrible. So be wise and use insurances. Point number 7, that's another one of my favorite. Not all debt is bad. Debt is not always bad. I repeat this, debt is not always bad, because we have bad and good debt. It all depends on how you use it. I know that you've heard that debt is only bad, but consider that rich people use debt. They use it in the correct way to earn more money, to leverage. And for example, let's say that you like a new car, you have just spotted this new car. You have seen it in the store and you really want it, but you don't have money to buy the car. So what you do is, okay, I just ask for a loan to the bank. The credit is been accepted, and now you can buy your new car. So you got it, and you don't only now own a new car, but now you also have a fantastic new $400 monthly payment that you have to pay to the bank for the borrowed money. Do you think this is a good debt? Absolutely not. That's bad debt. But this is the way most people use debt. But for example, what if you start occasionally renting out your brand new car and get, let's say, an extra $400 from it? Now somebody else is paying for your car, and when you finish paying the debt, you will have an extra $400 income. This is good debt. This is the way you can use your debt helping you grow. So it's not debt itself which is bad or good, it's how you use it that it makes good or bad. Okay, you get the point? Good. So my advice, always look for good debt. Also, or even if you like this something that you want to buy because it's fashion, because you really love it, but don't use that just to create another expenses, but use your mind, use your intelligence to find a way to transform that bad debt in something good. like in the example of the car that I just showed you. Well, now we are at the conclusion. You have just seen the most important points you have to integrate into your life if you're looking for your financial freedom. You cannot see yourself as wealthy if you don't master these points. Any rich person, I can assure you, any rich person on earth uses these basic principles. These are the pillars of your richness. So what I can say is start applying them right now and you will start seeing results from month 1. Because if you start from your next income, if you start saving some money and you start to find a way to create another income and you start learning how to invest your money to get a good interest, and then at that point you will see that some money start getting in your wallet, and this will be just the start. So that's all for this post. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to get the notification, and feel free to share it and let me know in the comment what would you like to see in future videos. I'm very curious and this will help me give you the most valuable information you need. I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys. See you soon and bye for now.